Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. So just want to make sure you can hear me. Please say hello to our global community and state where you're from. It's always fun to see where all our friends are around the world. I'm looking at chat, so I just want to make sure you can hear me, everything's good. We have someone saying thanks for all the support during this time. Yeah, this is what Dr. Pillai does. He just over-delivers. So let me just get confirmation. You can hear. All right. Yes. Hello. Welcome. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started then. Ah, yes. Brazil, California. Wonderful. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us every night at 8 p.m. Pacific time. This is a new thing. Dr. Pillai has asked us to continue his daily live delivery of wisdom talks, of enlightenment, and what he's instructed us to do is pull content from the archives, very deep stuff. Last night, if you were here, we listened to a secret sutra from the Shiva Sutras. It was amazing. It was a goddess sutra. Tonight, we're going to receive this amazing information about the teaching about the awe meditation and then an experience of the awe meditation. So every night, the intention is to come together and receive a teaching from Dr. Pillai that he's delivered previously, as well as a meditation. And we'll be together for no more than 30 minutes every night. And then after we play the videos and absorb this information together and have our group meditation and feel the immense power that happens when you're in community, in group, after that, I will take a few questions from the chat and then we'll end. So thank you all for being here and bringing in your amazing energy, because that's what makes it possible, of course, along with Dr. Pillai's empowerment. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to hear about the awe meditation, and then immediately after that, I'll play the meditation. So if you can get yourself into a quiet location, somewhere where you're able to really absorb this information. The videos are only about 5 minutes each, so they're not long. That's why you want to be someplace where you can really take it in, okay? I see people continuing to say where they're from. Thank you so much. This is wonderful. So I'm going to move us over. At that point, you'll see my screen shared. So this is the secret of manifestation through the awe meditation. Let's go ahead and receive this in group.
I want to talk about the awe meditation that I gave to Wayne Dyer many years ago. The first part will carry just the introduction and the dynamics of how it works. The meditation came from heaven. I was in California, and a divine being called Nandi with the bull head and a human body gave this to me while I was on my way to give a workshop on manifestation. He said, human beings are ignorant. They don't know how to manifest. The easy way to manifest is to use the creative energy that God has given to them. The creative energy that God has given to them is nothing but the creative juices, the seminal fluid that's localized at the sex chakra, and that is being used to create a baby, and most of the time wasted. And if you make that creative energy that you use to create a baby, you can also create whatever you want to create. A business, home, boat, car, whatever it is. All that you need to do is to know how to do it, and that is by making the energy to move from the lowest chakra, the sex chakra, and the one chakra below, and then make it move to the third eye chakra, which is in between the two eyes. The chakras are wheels of energy, and there you visualize whatever you want to create. And you use the sound ah while you are doing this practice. Why ah? Because ah is the primordial sound. It is the sound of creation. Whether you procreate or God creates the world, the sound ah is invariably used. The sound ah creates. So along with the movement of this creative energy at the bottom of the spine, you use the sound ah, and it goes to the third eye, and at the third eye you visualize what you want to manifest along with the sound ah, and then you are able to manifest. And the Siddha who gave me this technique said this is how people manifest in heaven. They get into an ecstasy. And in this ecstasy or joy, they are able to manifest. It's a matter of managing your energy. It's not just about a theory. It is what is happening in your own biology and in your own psychology. You are able to create at two centers. One is at the sex chakra and one is at the third eye chakra. If you understand this secret, the manifestation becomes easy.
Now, before we move on to the meditation portion, I'd like for you to focus on what it is you want to manifest. So as Dr. Pillai said, it's so important for us to know what we're manifesting as we're bringing the energy up. We're bringing the energy from the root chakra all the way to the third eye. And in the third eye, you're going to visualize what you want. So in order to properly do the meditation that Dr. Pillai is going to now guide us through, please take a moment and decide, create what it is you want to manifest. And you may have many things you want to manifest, and that's okay. Pick one thing. Pick the most important thing today in this very moment that is most important to you that you want to create. And this is a perfect time to create. The world is in a very different type of state, but we get to come together and bring this energy to create something new with Dr. Pillai's incredible teachings. So take a moment. What would you like to be manifesting? What's the thing you like most in this moment to be manifesting? Think of it as much detail as you possibly can. Tune into it. And now let's do the meditation.
In this video, I'm going to give you the meditation. Just close your eyes. Focus attention at the bottom of the spine. And recite the sound Ah. Even when you are reciting, you are bringing in the creative energy. Now move to the next chakra, which is the sex chakra. Move to the next chakra, which is the navel chakra. Now move to the heart chakra. Now to the throat chakra. Now to the third eye chakra, in between the two eyes, just above the nose. The third eye chakra corresponds to the pituitary glands. Now visualize whatever you want to manifest within the third eye. Just see it very clearly. And then just send a sound Ah into those images. It is just like a microwave cooking process. The sound Ah will cook your thought and manifest it in three-dimensional reality. Now say this affirmation: I love this reality. I must have it. Not having it is not an option. I will not accept no. I love this reality so much. I will not accept no. Touch it, see it, smell it, hear it. Bring all the senses and enjoy this manifestation. Just let go of it. I have given a longer version of this in my revised meditation CD and also in the book 1 Minute Meditation.
Welcome back from the meditation. You can do that for a longer period of time. Dr. Pillai implied that at the end, that there's additional longer versions of that. And of course, if you're doing it on your own, you can just do that process for as long as you'd like. And one tip is to get really detailed about the technique. In other guided meditations that Dr. Pillai has given, he has mentioned to feel it, see it, imagine yourself inside of the creation, the manifestation already exists for you. Feel it all around you, visualize it all around you, taste it, all of like the sensual experience of it as you're visualizing it in third eye and moving into the third eye to manifest, to empower the manifestation. A little fun fact about this meditation is that, as you may know, Dr. Pillai gave this to Wayne Dyer. He mentioned it in the prior video. And Wayne Dyer taught it around the world. He created the bestseller Manifest Your Destiny, which many people used to manifest amazing things with the meditation. I believe someone told me that there was, well, I won't say that unless I absolutely know, but there were several big companies that were formed out of the use of the meditation. So it's very much possible. And of course, it dropped down into Dr. Pillai through grace of the divine beings. So we get to benefit from that. How wonderful. So now, just a few more minutes. If there's any questions, I will take them. Let me find my screen. So that I can see you. Here we are. Okay, I'm able to see chat. Someone's asking, can I get the CDs of this meditation? Yes, you can. If you go to Pillai Center under the store, there is, I think it's the very top of the store, and it's, I forget what they're called, but if you just look for it, we have the hard product and it would be shipped to you from the United States. Question from Meenakshi, what to do when it's tough to visualize? If it's tough to visualize, do the best you possibly can with whatever it is that you want to be manifesting. If you can't visualize it, maybe you can smell it. Maybe you can feel it. Maybe you can be inside of it in a different way. Activate the senses in a different way versus just visually seeing it. Maybe it's just the feeling. And Dr. Pillai mentioned here, I must have it. This is an emotion. This is a love. This is a passion for it. You have to have some clarity around what it is you want to manifest in order for that particular thing to manifest. If you aren't sure, just do, if you don't have a particular manifestation is what I mean, then you can do the meditation anyway and ask the divine to bring you the clarity of what it is you want to create, or to simply bring you what's best for you in this very moment. I'm looking at the chat. Are there any other questions? Oh, also inside of the description of this particular video, if you want to download the meditation, there's a link in there. It says to get the download of the meditation, and it's free. This way you can do it on your own as much as you'd like. Zoki Master said, I even put this video on 2 of my phones. I was listening to the same video probably 100 times already while walking in the forest years ago. One of the 4 videos which I enjoy to watch and listen. That's great. Yeah, what we're doing is picking some of the popular videos and also some that are just really dense with content. So glad to hear that you've enjoyed them. Chetan is asking how to get rid of debt. Use the technique, use the meditation. If you're wanting to get out of debt, what does not being in debt look like for you? How could you visualize that? How would you feel? What would the expression of not being in debt look like, feel like? How does it, what gets activated in you when you're not in debt? Is it joy? Is it freedom? Is it passion, love? What gets activated when you're not in debt? Is it relief, right? And then the opposite of that is financially stable or financially abundant. What does that feel like? What does that look like? Be visualizing that when you're doing the meditation. What Viva is asking what we do about the fear we have in the meditation. If you're having fear while the meditation is happening, what you'll want to do is release that. So the act of meditation is bringing your attention back to whatever it is you're focusing on. In this case, you're focusing on the ah meditation, or the ah sound as it's moving through the chakras and into the third eye, and visualizing your manifestation. If any thought, whether that be fear, concern, distraction, comes into your mind, what you want to do is to let that go. The mind wants to hook on to any type of thought, especially things that distract us from what's good for us. What we have to do is remain focused. And this is the practice of meditation. You're bringing your mind back, you're bringing your mind back, you're bringing your mind back. Tell yourself you'll get to think about that or be fearful or have whatever distraction after the 5 minutes of meditation is over. That may be a way for you to overcome at least a temporary desire to be distracted from the meditation. Pritesh said this meditation is available on the Meditations and Affirmations with a Master. That's correct. You can also get this meditation in the course. It's called Manifesting Miracles. If you go to academy.pillaicenter.com or just go to pillaicenter.com, click on the Academy tab at the very top and search for Manifesting Miracles. You'll get this meditation as well as affirmations. I think also another meditation might be in there. I believe our Kara is in there. So a variety of meditations and affirmations are in that course, which is it's a really fantastic course. Shiva's asking, can we do it twice a day? Of course. Yes, you can use the meditation from right here, free on YouTube. So there's a Azoki Master's asking, I would like to hear from Dr. Pillai again about the sun and moon meditation. You'll want to watch a video that he did just a couple days ago. It was originally aired live on Facebook, and there's a copy of it now on YouTube, and he talks about the sun and moon meditation, and then he asks us to do it. You'll want to watch that one. And we will go back to, we're going to be doing meditations every night. So today we were just doing the as the general topic, but we will go back and do sun and moon meditation as well, maybe tomorrow. Question about how to use Shreem Brzee. We're not going to talk about that today. It's not the topic, but I do videos 3 times a week on Shreem Brzee Official, Sunday and Wednesdays, live at 11 a.m. Pacific time on the Shreem Brzee Official Instagram and Facebook, and then live on Friday at 11 a.m. Shreem Brzee Official YouTube. So 3 times a week, I come to you live with how to use Shreem Brzee, techniques for Shreem Brzee, everything you need to know about Shreem Brzee. And at the end of this month, we are going to be doing a 4-part webinar series where we will step you through everything you need to know to manifest with Shreem Brzee. So stay tuned for that information. If you're not on our email list, write into office@pillaicenter.com or simply download the meditation in the link below so that you get on an email list so that we can tell you about these free workshops that are going to be coming up in just a few weeks. How long do you spend on each chakra until you get to the third eye? Not very long. You can do this exactly what he guided, or as you saw, he started with the base chakra, the Muladhara, and then he moved up to the sex chakra. And then in some meditations, he moves it through the chakras. And sometimes he just moves it from the base chakras all the way up to the third eye right away. So you're not spending so much time there. It's really the act of moving it. In the manifesting and meditations with a master, that CD, he does step through more of the meditation, more of the chakras, and it takes a little bit longer. It's about a 20-minute meditation. So there's no hard and fast rules. The idea is you're taking the energy from the sex chakra, from the base of the spine, moving it up through the chakras. You don't have to spend much time there, into the third eye, and this is where you'll be manifesting. This is where you're landing with the energy. There's great questions here. Can we use Shreem Brzee while in bed? Yes. Okay, there's a question about how do you avoid laziness and procrastination? That's a human nature trait. So first of all, don't feel badly about it. Second of all, we're we're typically motivated by an immediate uh, what's the word? We're typically motivated by some sort of pleasure or something we get out of whatever it is we're doing. I'm sorry, I'm not really eloquently explaining this. So if you're being lazy, you're trading in you're trading in your motivation, you're trading in the benefits you're going to get from a meditation or anything, whether it's working out or meditation, for whatever it is you're getting in that moment, which is maybe laying down or watching TV or something like that. And it really comes down to, what do you want in your life? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to create? If continuing to do what you're doing is getting you what you want, continue to do what you're doing. If you're doing if what it is you're doing is not getting what you want, you may want to be thinking about what you could possibly get if you did the meditation versus sitting and watching television or avoiding it. So you'll be motivated by what you want more. You want more to be sitting and watching television, or do you want more to have manifested something through the meditation? When you get to the point where you want more to have manifested something through the meditation, that's when you'll begin to do it. Another trick, because that's a little harder of a process, Dr. Pillai recommends, is playing a mantra 24/7. This helps to change us at a more soul level, so that motivation, that spiritual attraction begins to get more and more in our lives. So it's kind of a shortcut. Play a mantra. You can play Shreem Brzee. Dr. Pillai right now is recommending everyone play Shreem Brzee 24/7 because it helps support our inner and outer abundance and stability. So you'll want to do something like that. And then you can see over time, how does it change your consciousness so that you would then be more motivated to meditate. Would it be good to use the meditation just before going to sleep? Sure, you can. If it gets you excited or activated, you might not want to, but it's okay if you do. Can I use both Shreem Brzee and meditation together? I mean, in the same day, but different moments? Yes. Not together as one meditation, but separately, like on the morning, Shreem Brzee at night, or vice versa, or whatever works for you. Yes, that's fantastic. Last question. Someone asked if I have personally had experience with this technique and tell us about it. I met Dr. Pillai in 2000, and there were 3 CDs out at the time. The Sounds for Manifesting, which is Arakara, the Sounds for Karma Busting, which is Tirunilakantam, and the Meditations and Affirmations with a Master, which is as well as Yogic Sleep. These were like my holy grail. I just listened to them constantly while I was driving, at home. I did the meditations. I just continually listened to all of them. My life changed immensely. I went from working a full-time job, which I got laid off when there was issues when the the internet bubble burst, right? Like everyone's being laid off from these startups in which I worked. I not immediately, 5 weeks later, got a job making almost double the amount that I did from my full-time job, which was unheard of at the time because I got a contractor job, and contractors were getting laid off left and right because of budget cuts. But I got hired by a big company who wasn't going through budget cuts, and all of my friends who were contractors at the time were like, it's nearly impossible. Don't even bother getting a contract, just go full time. But I didn't. I pursued. I knew I was using these techniques, and I was able to do that. Fast forward, since I was making more money, I was able to save money. I eventually bought a house within I think it was maybe 4 years or something from that time. So my life changed continually a lot when I was like listening to these CDs over and over, because what's happening with these 3 CDs that Dr. Pillai gave us was, one, you're removing your karma with the Karma Busting CD, and then you're able to manifest with a mantra for the Manifestation CD, and then you're doing affirmations, yogic sleep, ways to continue to build stability in the spiritual practice, and really connect more deeply to the divine. So it was a fantastic experience when I first met Dr. Pillai, and these were like the things that we did all the time, these techniques. So thank you for asking that. And actually, the good news is that in the workshop that I'll be doing at the end of the month, I'll be teaching the first 3 workshops, and then Dr. Pillai will do the final one, which is all the empowerment that you need and whatever high teaching that he gives. But in those 3 workshops, we're going to go through those 3 stages. How do you remove in your life what's holding you back, your mindset, triggers, things that just aren't working for you, that aren't not serving you? How do you create? And then how do you sustain and maintain the spiritual practice? Because that's what's also important. You can't do this, expect to do Shreem Brzee a few times or meditation once and that your whole life is going to change. This is consistency. This is commitment. And so we're going to cover that in detail on those 3 workshops. So I hope that you'll be able to attend those as well. We're going to cover a lot in those. It's just couple weeks from now. So that's all we're going to cover for today. If you want the meditation, please look in the description below. There's a link. Click on it. You add your email, you'll get the meditation immediately. It also puts you on our email list so that we can email you about these workshops that are happening at the end of the month. I hope that these daily, nightly, wherever you are in the world, check-ins are helpful, and we are so grateful for Dr. Pillai's blessings and grace during this time of global crisis. We have this beautiful divine access to him and all the beings that he accesses on a regular basis, and we're so blessed. Please don't ever forget that. And we're all here together, and we love our Pillai Center community, so thank you for all the ways that you connect with us. And make sure you're checked in on all of those social media platforms for Pillai Center, as well as Shreem Brzee. And we'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.